Today we're talking about how to end a video interview. First impressions matter, but a closing impression is wildly important. If you do it the right way, it can completely change the game for you. It can set your authority and your influence in the exact same moment, and you'd be surprised at the kinds of doors that kind of impression would leave on people. Using technology, all of this video conferencing allows us to take those first and closing impressions to a completely different level. No longer are we just talking about body language, facial expressions, things that you might say. We now have all of the things that technology allows us to do, from graphics to films and sounds and so much more. So in this video, we're going to talk about so much, so stay tuned. In this video, we're going to talk about how to take charge, how to be memorable, and how to make them say, wow. First, let's talk about the formal way to sign off. That's going to grab people's attention and really establish your authority. That is to recap the action points and make sure that you take charge of the action of that meeting, whatever it was. If it was an interview, if it was a project with your team, whatever it was. What you're going to do is summarize the action steps. Make sure that everyone knows what they're responsible for. Make sure you guys set the next date of your meeting, know when the guidelines or the timelines are, and when you guys are going to have your work due. Taking charge of a meeting like this, especially if you're not necessarily seen as the leader in your organization, or if you're the leader of your organization and you've been known to be rather disorganized in the past, this is a really great way to take charge and to actually get more done. It keeps your team focused and it makes sure that that meeting time was actually used well. You're actually going to follow through on the things discussed so that your next meeting, you're not busy recapping what should have been done. Instead, you're looking at what has been accomplished and moving forward to the next step. Have you remembered to hit that subscribe button? Because every week we release new videos and I want you guys along for the ride. I used to work in radio for many, many years. And one of the greatest things I learned from working in that industry is having a radio sign-off. The importance of not only the first few seconds of things that you say when you get on camera or you get on air, but also the last few things that you say. These are the things that are going to sit in people's minds. So if you're talking about organizational culture, for example, having a sign-off that either instills your company's mission or instills your personal mission. My radio sign-off, for example, is remember I love you and be excellent to each other. This I say because not only is it from one of the greatest movies of all time. If you happen to know the movie, put it down in the comments below and I might send you a little prize. But it's also something that is meaningful to me. I like to remind my viewers, my colleagues, and of course anyone listening to my message that I do truly care for them, that is the main part of my mission. And even in one or two really quick sentences, having that sign off will definitely be memorable. Stay awesome is another one I've heard. But whatever your sign off is, make sure that it's somewhat memorable and it speaks to your values. It speaks to who you are. Let it be that last impression people see of you, or in this case, they hear of you. So why not put your radio sign-offs down in the comments below? Let me know what they are, because I want to see what kind of wonderful goodness you are putting out into the world with your business and with your mission and with your expertise in the world. So put those down in the comments below. So at the beginning of this video, I was telling you about the possibilities that technology puts at our fingertips. So let's actually talk about that. One of the things I like to do to really grab people's attention, to make them say, wow, to make sure that I am remembered in their minds, even if I have to leave the meeting early. I'm remembered for good things, not for being the one who had to leave. And the way that I do this is by using animations and graphics. So if you use what we teach you in Live Academy, which by the way you can sign up for in the links below, if you use that stuff to create your identity, your visuals, your live stream identity online, we can feed in different kinds of bumpers and graphics. So imagine you do your radio sign off, let's step back a bit. You summarize all of the points of the meeting. You make sure that everyone's on the same page, that you're going to be having momentum with your next meeting. Then you throw out your radio sign off. You wow them with a message and purpose, and then you grab their attention yet again with some cool graphics as you fade away out of the screen, instead of just your screen glitching and then you disappear. Like, wouldn't that be cool? So we can show you how to do that. Make sure that you click the links down below. Join us for Live Academy. Join us for live stream conversions. Join us in the Visibility Hacking Facebook group for daily content. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to start with my radio sign off. Remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other. And in the meantime, check out one of these videos because I think you'll like them. The algorithm thinks you'll like them. And well, they're great. I think they're great. I think you're great too.